big on praying, Mr. Hart, would you like to lead us in prayer?
I'd rather not.
Okay.
Thank you, though.
No problem. I had a problem. Thank you for bringing us here today to discuss this county business. And we'll be open and honest with what we're about to do. These and everything we ask in your name. Amen.
Amen.
Okay, approval of tonight's agenda.
Motion to approve.
Second.
Move by Mr. Hart and second by Mr. Meester. Any questions? All in favor?
Aye.
All opposed? Ayes have it. Review approval of meeting minutes from February 7th, 2024 meeting.
So moved.
Moved by Ms. Anthony,
Second.
second by Mr. Hart. Any questions? All in favor?
Aye.
Approval of claims, which is $31,030.83.
Motion to approve.
Moved by Mr. Hart,
I'll second.
second by Mr. Anthony. Any questions? All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
All opposed? Ayes have it. Reports of committee. Presiding Judge Hauser, did talk to him this morning. He's saying that he could not make it, will not be able to make the meeting. But he wanted me to let the committee know that he wants to thank for approval of the lease that we did. I told him that came out of administration, but anyway, it went to the full board. We did get approval of that. He did mention about the hiring of that officer, which Georgia, you get the.
Yes, so the OSPS office, which is the pretrial state-run program, announced this afternoon that they hired Jasmine Tillman as the pretrial officer for Stephenson County. Ms. Tillman will begin on March 25th. Her office will be located in the Stephenson County Courthouse within the Stephenson County Probation Department. The plan is Ms. Tillman will tentatively do training on site in Stephenson County and then traveling to Whiteside County the first 2 weeks and attending an onboarding for the Office of Pretrial Services in Springfield the week of April 8th. So they were, OSPS did find a local Freeport person, which is nice to see that they were able to fill that position locally. It's not a county employee, but a Freeport High School graduate and familiar with the services and the area. So that's always
2015, right?
She was in
That
my
wasn't-
brother's class.
Okay.
Huh?
She was in my brother's class.
They didn't send me that in the report, but that's what I had heard.
That's what he told me, yeah, 2015.
She worked at NCS for a while.
Did she? Oh, I know that, probation was happy to hear it was someone local as well that kind of knows the area and that. So, yeah.
Yeah, it was good to hear that, someone local. And, other than that, that's the only thing that he had to tell me. Public defender, I did not hear anything from him, so I don't know if there's anything or not.
I didn't
Okay.
hear from
Probation, I did talk to Dr. McGee. She said her report is in the file, but it's nothing. She had nothing really to bring.
I did speak to her after the department head meeting this morning, and she said, just as an update, she didn't put it in her report, the vehicle is on back order, but it's in the process.
Okay.
So,
Okay. State's attorney, he will not be able to make it here tonight, but I do see there's something on the agenda pertaining to it.
and I will speak to that.
Okay. Circuit clerk, hey, good to see you.
Good evening. You should have my report. If you have any questions, let me know. A few things one thing we're working on is we're going to start doing court text reminders. Right now, we already do text reminders for jury, but we're gonna start doing a court text reminder. It'll be like 3 days before the court date. If people want to sign up, they'll get a text reminder, just say you have court November 30th at 1:30 in courtroom 2. So right now we're meeting with probation next week, we have to have a form to get the phone numbers. That's what's gonna be our big issue once we start. Because normally we don't have a lot of phone numbers for people in our system. And it'll be for criminal and civil. I think we're gonna start with like one call, see how it goes, not do everything at once, but. So that's something that we're working on.
Did you say that's for jury duty?
Right now, we do text reminders for jury duty.
Jury duty.
If people sign up for it, they have the option.
Mhm.
So normally you would call in the night before to hear the recorded message to say you either need a report, you don't need a report, or it's been rescheduled.
Oh, I see.
If you sign up for the text, we'll send you a text message that basically says the same information.
Gotcha.
I brought just a few things. I should have passed these out earlier, sorry. You want to take one of each and pass around? It's just a little information that I found regarding like county budgets and the court system. The first one, the Illinois State Association of Counties. Is there an extra or no? Sorry. We are not members of, but they have sent a letter to the Senate, president stating that the Pretrial Fairness Act will create additional costs and revenue shortfalls for the county courts. The funds generated from cash bail were critical to supporting the day-to-day operations of the court. Without adequate funding, court may face challenging in maintaining the required staff and services. And that they're requesting to work with the ISACO to explore options for allocating additional state funds to the court system. So it's a little promising. I don't know if it'll help us at all. And I don't know if the organizations we're involved in will join them or not.
We're a member of this organization, I believe, aren't we?
Or not.
Isn't this related to,
No, we are members of the IACPM and of UCCI.
okay.
And then this was a study done by the Supreme Court. It was from January 2023, the task force. But a few things highlighted in that is that the judicial system benefits all the state residents, therefore should be funded by all the residents. And right now it falls on those who use the system, even though the system benefits everyone. And the majority of the funds are borne by the counties. The CTA, which is our assessments, the Assessment Act, reduce the number of assessments, grouped assessments for criminal cases into categories with specific assessment amounts, grouped assessments for civil cases into categories with specific maximum assessment amounts, and expanded the use of waivers. So even with the remaining assessments under the current model of funding, the expenditures of the court system will likely exceed its total revenue, resulting in underfunding of co-equal and important branches of the state government. So it is out there that other people are seeing that. I don't know how it'll affect us or if we'll get any more funding from the state, but I just wanted to pass that along.
Thank you.
With the Safety Act, how is it going? I don't know.
I don't really have numbers right now with it just being September 18th. It's a lot more work on everyone. I know they
Okay.
talk about the hearings. I mean, one detention hearing can last a couple hours. We were just informed that we are going to have to do more reporting on every pretrial defendant. So we'll have to report if they were detained, if they were released. If they were released, do they have to do drug testing? Do they have to do this? The court or the clerk's office is going to have to start entering all that information that will go downstate for reporting procedures. So that's still in the works. We've been doing some webinars on that. We have another one on Thursday to hear a little bit more about it. Our orders are going to have to change, and that'll take more time from us.
Any weekend cases?
No weekend cases.
Okay.
I just jinxed it.
Oh, yeah, that's it, brought it up. Okay.
But that's all I have.
Okay.
What about budget wise?
It's hard to say right now. What the revenue will be or won't be. Because we still have had bond on a lot of past cases that we are applying. But hopefully more towards the end of the year, I think we would have more numbers.
Okay.
Mr. Bush?
Yeah.
Can I ask a question?
Yes.
Do you anticipate having to have more staff because of the new reporting requirements?
Well, I thought about it, but each clerk that, it would be nice to have another criminal clerk. I don't know if it's accessible right now for us because we're still training too. We'll have to see.
It's additional workload though.
It is, yes, yes. Mhm.
Okay, youth diversion. Let's see here.
I could tell you what you received this month, but I don't know.
Well, from what I'm seeing, we have a balance of, I think it's correct, $7,223.21. Is that correct?
I don't know.
I have to print out in front of me.
That's what I'm
That
seeing
sounds
here.
right.
And applications are due at the end of this month, right?
Yes, that's what I
Oh,
was just going to
application?
bring up,
Okay.
that those will be.
Have we heard any, response from last year?
I've gotten 2 phone calls, the art museum and that Bright.
Okay. Yeah,
That group that, that you and I talked about. I can't think what the name of the group is now. But we have not received any applications in yet.
Did we get all the reports back or
Yes,
does it, oh, we did, okay.
that last one we talked about a couple months ago was the last one that was outstanding from last year's disbursement.
Gotcha.
Did we do a press release to let them know for the end of the month? Is it the end of the month that they have to be in? And it's on, I haven't looked at the county website in a long time, so.
I did not get that on the agenda this month. We can draft one, pass it at the board if you'd like. Ronnie?
Yeah.
I don't, press releases have never been
No.
approved.
Yeah, we never had.
We never,
approve-
okay.
Yeah,
I'll
we never
draft one
approved.
up for you to approve and sign. How's that, Ronnie?
Okay. Okay. That's what we did the last time, yeah.
So
Yeah, we
in
did do one last.
April, we'll award the money then. Okay.
Okay. There's no old business, so are we now on the new business, approval of resolution for the appellate prosecutor? Did we?
So yes, we did do this last month. It passed out of committee on the right form. When it went on to the board, it inadvertently got last year's information attached.
Oh, okay, okay.
So the amount that was in what went before the board was 16,000 instead of the 18,000 that it is for this year. So Carl asked for it just to be explained and repassed through committee forwarded to make sure that it's the right
I
information.
think the date was wrong.
Yeah, it was, yeah, it was.
Motion to approve.
Second.
Moved by Mr. Hadley, second by Mr. Anthony. Any questions? All in favor? All opposed? Ayes have it. Okay. Approval of payment of the IT grant equipment.
So I was allowed to apply for the IT grant up to 400,000. I applied for, can't remember the exact number, but I received $173,264.67. I don't really know if anything has to be approved. I'm just here to, if you have
So
questions or explain it.
last year, the way we did it in the packets, it includes the invoices for that amount because of the amount of the expenditure. What we did last year was approve that so that she could purchase the equipment within the guidelines of the grant.
Motion to approve.
Second.
Been moved by Mr. Hart, second by Ms. Anthony. Any questions? Any questions?
Can I just say a few things? The things I did not get approved, some of them were requests from the Public Defender's Office, which I worded it that way. And I believe they probably did not approve those because the Public Defender's Office did receive, I don't know what they called it, but they did receive some funds this year because of the Pre-Trial Safety Act, so that's why I think that happened. And then I did get courtroom 5, which is the county boardroom, so we'll be getting new TVs, speakers, cameras, so hopefully that'll be better for county board meetings.
I'm a recliner.
A recliner, this is a technology grant, can't get recliners.
Recliner back. Okay, all in favor? All opposed?
Aye.
Ooh, okay, ayes have it.
Thank you,
Well, the next one is you.
it is me. So part of the grant was a mobile phone app, which I have not worked with before. I believe it is the same company that the sheriff uses. So I have a contract that needs to be approved and signed. Carl has seen it. He said it's a valid contract and that the county could lawfully enter into it. Anybody have questions?
What's I couldn't open my packet, so what was the cost of this?
The cost is $16,980,
Okay,
but that will come out of the grant money.
okay,
So it's no cost to us. There is an annual fee after that of $5,995, but I plan on asking for that annual fee in the self-represented living grant next year. So I'm gonna ask for that and hopefully they'll,
so this is gonna be a recurring grant every year till somebody stops it?
self-represented living grant, I don't know, but
Oh.
it's been like 3 years. And the IT grant too, this is the 3rd year. They're both state grants, so I don't know if they'll offer them that next year or not. I kind of think they will, but I don't know.
Chanel, this is something new that you haven't had in the past.
Correct.
And what would this do for us specifically?
It'll be an app. Do you have the sheriff's app?
I do.
So yeah, it'll be the app, so you'll be able to just click on there, see your payments, forms. Joe Davies County has it, Ogle County has it. I just want to see. Court forms, like the Zoom link, those easy things that they can just click on. A lot of it the same stuff that you can get on the website, but a lot of people like the apps.
Okay. So you think it's valuable?
I do.
Okay.
And there are quite a few other circuit clerks that use it.
Okay.
So you said the sheriff uses the same company.
I believe he does.
Is there any way to combine them? Are they,
No, they're gonna be 2 different apps. Is that what you're? Yeah.
It's 2 different licenses.
Yeah,
That's the only issue.
yeah. And I don't think the sheriff wants to share my stuff with his and
Might not be a bad idea just to see down the road if you can get a discount since it's 2,
Right,
it's
that's
separate
true.
licensing.
Any other questions?
Make a motion to approve.
second?
Moved by Mr. Hart, second by Ms. Anthony. Any other questions? All in favor?
Aye.
All opposed?
Aye.
Ayes have it. Okay.
Thank you.
Approval to change April meeting date and time.
So the ISACO and UCCI are combining and holding their annual legislative conference in Springfield in April. There are a number of county board members that might want the availability to attend that conference. We moved the administration meeting to Monday at 5 o'clock prior to planning and development. An idea would be to hold this one at 5 o'clock prior to public property and safety, right?
Tuesday.
Tuesday. Thursday, there's already the 5 o'clock and 6:30 meeting. The legislative conference and educational seminars would conflict with both of the Wednesday meetings. The Thursday educational seminar and breakfast would be done in time for everyone to get back for the 5 and 6:30 meetings on Thursday. So we put it on the agendas to feel out the committee and see what their thoughts were.
How many from this committee's going?
I'm not going.
You and Casey are both going then? Okay. Well, then it looks like we're gonna have to change it then. What dates do you have?
April 9th, or it's the
9th is the Tuesday.
10th is the meeting, so it would be moved to the 9th.
We'll have to let the people that put in for the youth grant, to let them know that we might need a little more time with them. What time was it supposed to be?
I'm open for suggestions.
Tuesday, the 9th, I will not be available. That's just, I'm only one person, but
Could also do it the Monday of finance. And I know we've not historically done it, but Friday would also be available.
How about Wednesday the 3rd, the week before? At 6:30.
Probably need to check with department heads, but I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know that anybody would have, if they have enough notice, they should be okay.
We could leave it, we'd have a quorum. We could just leave it in place.
there's no chair.
So if you have no chair, vice chair, I don't know who would lead the meeting.
How does that work if chair and vice chair don't show up,
Reschedule
that
the
there's a
meeting.
quorum? Is that right? Yeah. Well then, scratch that.
Doesn't make anything different to me when you have it.
Okay, so Casey doesn't want Tuesday.
Yeah, track me. That she brought.
What would the other-
I was just gonna say,
Monday,
What were the other
I gotta be
options?
here for public props, so.
Do Friday or Monday.
Friday or Monday? That would be the,
If you're looking at that week, or like Mr. Hadley said, you could do the week prior.
I just wanna make sure we start at 6:30 and allow people, that work, that wanna come in and talk about the youth diversion. Cause doesn't plan and development meet at 6:30? And then you're in that meeting.
does it say on the website anywhere, or that it says what date that
It
we're
just
gonna
says the
be?
April meeting.
Okay,
So when we,
yep, that's fine.
I'll make the motion and see what happens April 3rd, at 6:30 here.
I can second that.
Okay, it's been moved by Mr. Hadley to reschedule the April meeting to April 3rd at 6:30. Second by Ms. Anthony. Any questions? All in favor?
Aye.
All opposed? April 3rd it is.
I will circle back with department heads. I know that's spring break for a lot of the local schools. No, it's the week
No.
before. Week before that is spring break.
Yeah, 25th.
So I know sometimes scheduling outside of committee week is harder for them, but I will circle back with any issues.
Cause
So.
the cold spring break is next week, and then after that is Freeport.
Thursday.
Well, you can have a meeting without too many department heads. You just did
Yeah, we
tonight.
just
We
did.
just had
Hey,
to,
yeah, we did it before.
we have 2 days to get the report in.
Well,
Okay,
that's true for you guys to get your end of the
End of the month.
statistics in, yeah.
You could always supply them to the committee after the fact too, if you don't have time.
so now lead us to public comment. No public comment, entertain a motion to adjourn.
motion to adjourn.
Second.
Been moved by Mr. Hart, second by Mr. Hadley. Any questions? All in favor?
Aye.
Ayes have it. Good night.
Good night.
So you got track meet.
I got triangles too.